Hey guys, welcome back to the Wood Metal Workshop. I'm Kent, sometimes known as the Bearded Welder. Today I'm going to be known as the Bearded Welder and Carpenter. Anyhow, got to make two post covers. 4x4 posts were installed last week, and we're going to go ahead and make covers for them, like this. This is the one that somebody backed into and broke the post off. That's why we're doing it. And we're going to make a railing out of this. 1.5 by 1.5 square tube. This is not a safety railing. It's just a handhold. Just has to be there. There's no code for where this is going. It's alongside the sidewalk. Then up two short steps. So, anyhow, we're going to get this done. We're going to start with the railing so I can get that all done. Painted. Pretty simple railing. I ordered brackets. They'll be arrive tomorrow. So those are all pre-painted, pre-powder coated, ready to go. We're going to get this painted black. So we'll set the post out of the way and start some layout on our Hey, just doing a quick bit of layout here. Yeah, sorry. Bad camera angle. Cut it to length. And we're not going to cut all the way through here. We're just going to cut down through the top and the side. Or the side and the top and the bottom. Or the bottom and the sides. Something like that. We're going to cut both ends. Because symmetry... Yeah, you know the word. Alright. This is how we're going to form the ends. Going to bend them open here. I don't want to break that. Not as bending as I want, as much as I want, and I got to be careful so I don't bend it too much and break it off. Because then I'd have to weld it. And you can see my one pair of MIG pliers there. Someone... we won't mention any furry names, took them outside. And I didn't notice they were missing till I saw them laying in the dirt. Yeah, proper tools, yes. Alright, now we're going to make the filler pieces. Make sure the saw is set on fairly accurate 45. Cut 45 on one end. Measure and mark our tubing thickness, which is 1.5 inches. And zip another 45 and get a perfect corner piece. And then cut a true 45 because we got a little bit left on that other piece where we cut it off. Again, mark our 1.5 inches. Cut that. Good, got it. Need 4 of these. go, fitting them in place. Dropping on the floor. You're going to have to do a little adjustments here. Once again, trying not to overbend that one so it cracks off. There we go. Just going to take the points off these so they fit in. There we go. Fits in. Fits in. Adjust our square again. Yeah, works better if you clamp it to the table. And I cut some end pieces off camera to cap the ends. Yes, I was purposely shooting sparks at the camera, just for you guys. And repeat on the other end. Trying to work a little smarter here. We will put the piece in so we don't overbend it. Now we can bend it open without worrying about the other bend. Grinding action. Put the end cap on. Grinding it first so I can set it flat. And a little zoop, a little zap. Once again, excellent camera work. Yeah, sometimes I just get involved in the project and forget that I'm filming. Like now, for instance. Hey, look, I remembered. So starting out with a 40 grit flap disc from Benchmark Abrasives. Go check them out if you need some good abrasives. Excellent quality and decent price. Roughly blending everything. Repeat on the other end. Okay, you guys see it? Yep, I missed the spot. Switching to a 120 grit flap disc just to take some of the scratches out. And repeat.
I'm just hitting everything with a 150 grit disc on the Orbital. Okay, gonna wipe everything down with acetone. Don't forget, we're live on Sundays at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Got a clean one. I'm gonna go over everything a second time. Alright, then I went over everything with Scotch-Brite and wiped it down again. One side's dry, flip it over. I don't remember what the recoat time was, but I came back and hit it with a second coat of primer. Now we're working on the caps. Cut out the knot here. Well, we don't want any knotty wood. I believe that started life as a treated 2x10. Measure a cutoff from the 4x4 that these are going to cover, just to confirm. Four of each size here. And look at that, pile of stir sticks. All right, now we're going to finish the caps. Simple design. Got an angle on the top. Just another fence. So stop blocks are all the same. And just take a little trim off the bottom corner. Just so we don't have a sharp edge there. There, those are done. I need one more piece of trim. Okay. Run over Scotch braiding again. Appliance epoxy, my go-to gloss black, holds up really well to abuse once it's fully cured. Type bond 3 since this is an outdoor project. I'm just using one of the 4x4 offcuts just to give me the proper space. Helps hold that board up, makes it a little easier to put together. Galvanized 16 gauge two-inch nails. Oh, what? pre-drilling some holes, and then we're going with a 2.5 inch stainless steel number 9 screw, I believe. So I made 4 of those, and now you can see the second half here. We made 4 halves. All the joints are getting the screws. Missed with that one. So pull it out from the backside, that way you don't damage the face. You just have an extra hole to fill. Couple more of the stainless steel screws. And I went and filled all the holes with the epoxy-based exterior wood filler. I like that for painted projects. Exterior projects. Sand it up to 120. That's what this last piece of trim is for that we made. Is just to wrap underneath the cap. Get one position exactly where you want it. Then put the next piece on. Use pencil to mark it. Make sure you mark your angle so you don't cut the wrong directions. Like that. chamfer we cut on, it's at the bottom. Hit something with that one. So I started with some tinted primer. We made up this stand to hold them on. A couple of 4x4s and a piece of plywood. So, no. Old shortening can that I happen to have laying around the shop for some reason. That'll hold those upright while we paint them. So... did 2 coats of primer, sanding in between. And then 2 coats of the color. This one would be the first one. And the last thing I did off camera was I went and sealed the bottom edges with primer and then a coat of Lexel. So where it contacts the ground, we're not going to get any water sucking up into them. And you might notice there in the picture that we had 2 of the screws removed. That's because I remembered afterwards that we had to go around that bottom step. So the post had to be trimmed. So took those screws out before the putty dried. But there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. If you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe, and we will catch you in the next one.